We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition. Stepping up now, Charlie Blackmon, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Here comes the first pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, the tag, and he is out. Digging in now, number 1, and he's ready to take his first cuts. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Fielder has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he is out on the tag. Here's Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Corey Seager. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. He's set, and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Gray. 6'4" right-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brian Dozier is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he fouls this one off. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. A play at the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And it's a defensive meltdown there as the go-ahead run scores on what should be a passed ball. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gonzalez has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And now is Yasiel Puig. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Now at the plate, number 13. He stands in for the first time in this one. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Trevor Story. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll make it in safely as he kicks off the second with a leadoff triple. Digging in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Gonzalez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better. But that's the book on him at this point. A ball and 2 strikes now. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. He couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around. It's strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Count is 1-2 now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bellinger looking up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking balls in for a strike. Iannetta stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Buehler over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll... Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Sliders in for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Got him to go down swinging there. Yasmani Grandal is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Jock Peterson swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. And look out. That's the 3rd batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one goes right by Iannetta through to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 2-0 count. Here it comes. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. 3-1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Here's Brian Dozier now, and their runners at the corners now. They'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. And a breaking ball swung out. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, John Gray. 9-1-2 due up. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Popped him up. Machado in foul ground. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lined hard toward right center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball. Here's Manny Machado now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's a high pop-up. Arenado is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard ground ball to third. Arenado's got it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasiel Puig. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Fouled away. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swing and a miss. Now batting, Nolan Arenado. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. And he hung a curveball that time, and it stayed up around the letters. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Nobody out, runner on first. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. So digging in now, Carlos Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he comes after the next guy as well. Can't say I like what I'm seeing here. It's ball 1. And he's safe. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. In now for Colorado, David Dahl. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. It's a grand slam. So stepping in, Ian Desmond. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Peterson. And they can't run it down. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He's not having his best outing in this one. I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
Little chopper back his way. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Gray. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Seager ranges to his left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And that misses, ball 1. To first. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Jock Peterson now. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Hit back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Walker Buehler. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Popped him up. Desmond is there, and that ends the inning. Standing in, number 1, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Second baseman, number 1.
Popped him up. Seager will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Ready once again, Nolan Arenado. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson giving chase. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped straight up. And Machado will make the catch here. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in Corey Seager, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Brian Dozier.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
2 balls and a strike to Dozier. 2-2.
2 balls.
2 runs on just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the 3rd baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, David Dahl comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Hey, the difference in this one, they lead by 4. Go back to this guy's previous AB, a towering grand slam that knocked in 4 runs.
Puig's got a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Ian Desmond. It was a walk in his last trip. Six runs, only 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This is line to left. Oh, and he misses it. At the plate, Chris Iannetta. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Desmond, the runner at first with 2 gone. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
High high fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger will get there, and he puts it in now. Cody Bellinger. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth.
Center fielder.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Back goes Gonzalez. Still ranging back. And that one is gone. And now is Yasiel Puig. It was a walk in his last trip. Missed with a slider. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackman is under it. One down. Now at the plate, number 13. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike one. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! Ready now, Jock Peterson. Couple of groundouts on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. At the plate, Walker Buehler. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Justin Turner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10. Justin Turner.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Gonzalez is going to have room out there. Kenta Maeda is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in to try it again, John Gray. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Gerardo Parra is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Gerardo Parra.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike one. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he has a 3 for 12 line. And he misses with it 1-1. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Two and 1 to Gerardo Parra. Maeda Originally from Japan, of course. This is his first year at the big league level. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He was a ground out victim last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Snap throw from the catcher. This is pulled into right, and that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. Coming to the plate now, number 1. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Now the 0-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Puig coming on. 2 down. And this would be a tough opportunity to squander this late in the ball game, but he'll hold tight with 2 away now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late. Adam Ottavino gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. He's set. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. Pulled toward right center field. Blackmon on the move. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double, and the tying run will be in scoring position. Way in front of a great slider that time. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1 for 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it 1 away. So striding in, Manny Machado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and 1 strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Gonzalez is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Ready for another shot now. Ian Desmond. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Ran the circle change in on him. A ball and no strikes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
From the stretch. Missed with a breaking ball. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda, he's gone 3 for 6. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bellinger is there, 2 gone. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away. Striding into the box, Adam Ottavino, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Matt Holliday will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. Oh, 1, here it comes. And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Dahl, the runner at third. Desmond at second with 2 gone.
Count is 3-2.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. Bellinger brings it in. 1 run is scored. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Now to the plate, number 1, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. In the air to straightaway right. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Scott Ober is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. Ready with the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Story throws it in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in once again, number 13. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And he jumps at a changeup. A swing and a miss. Grounded back up the middle. Story picks it up, and that's the 2nd out. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side and right into the shift. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the end. Striding in once again, Nolan Arenado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Bellinger's on his horse. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. 0-1 the count. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all, if that's what it was trying to be. It stayed high. Lays off. 2-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. So a full count now.
3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
So he got him swinging. Trevor Story goes down for out number 2 in the top half. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Bellinger going back at the track. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double from the stretch. Ground ball left side. Fielded cleanly, and he'll... Next for the Dodgers, Jock Peterson is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Sliders in for a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Chris Taylor will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Taylor behind 0-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. And look out, as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch back. Here's Corey Seager, who's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is skied into short left center. On the run is Dahl. He makes the running play. 2 down. Here's Brian Dozier now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Fouled off. The 0-1 on its way. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
When you're facing a guy,
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Into the box now, Manny Machado. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here, as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in. And guys, the Rockies tonight were treated to a fine performance from the man you see here, Ian Desmond. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest difference maker, so he gets the nod in this one.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies. 8 runs.